On BaseballImage, we made it clear to him he was loved here and we wanted him to stay here, Nationals General Manager Mike Rizzo said of Bryce Harper. The Nationals made Harper a 10-year, $300 million offer at the end of the 2018 season. He remained a free agent as teams opened spring training. CreditCreditGeoff Burke, USA Today Sports, via ReutersWEST Palm Beach, Florida. Call it the strange but true feat of this frigid baseball offseason. An all-star free agent drew interest from several teams. One team reached to make a better offer than the others. The player signed, and the whole saga was over before the winter meetings. I was fortunate to have a lot of teams that were competitive and wanted to win now, which was exciting. To have that many teams come after me, said the player. Patrick Corbin, now a proud and wealthy member of the Washington Nationals. It kind of made it a fun process. The process has confounded many of his peers, with several dozen free agents, including many former All-Stars, still unsigned. But Corbin, a left-handed starter, did just fine. He joined the Nationals on deck. 7 for 6 years and $140 million, a deal more than twice as lucrative as the next richest on this winter's free agent market, Nathan Eovaldi's 4-year, $68 million contract to stay with the Boston Red Sox. Corbin, 29, also had offers from the Los Angeles Angels, the Philadelphia Phillies and the Yankees, the team Corbin rooted for while growing up near Syracuse. Knowing this, the Nationals separated themselves the old-fashioned way, by offering Corbin a longer, more valuable deal than their rivals. There were other teams that were more poised to get him if we weren't aggressive, and we really wanted him, said Mike Rizzo, the Nationals general manager, as he watched his pitchers throw in the bullpen Friday in West Palm Beach. We extended on him and we got the player. If we didn't, we'd be looking back and saying, we weren't going to go there, and now we don't have the player. Corbin, who has one of baseball's best sliders, worked 200 innings for the Arizona Diamondbacks last season, with 246 strikeouts and a 3.15 earned run average. Maybe he will still be a top pitcher in 2024, maybe not. But he was the best pitcher on the market this winter, and Rizzo wanted the best. He was willing to be a little uncomfortable to get Corbin, he said, and the clubhouse is grateful. When I signed, I was like, man, he's going to do something big right here, and my agent told me that, too, said Kurt Suzuki, a veteran catcher who signed for 2 years and $10 million in late November. And when they got Corbin, I was like, there you go, no. One pitcher on the free agent market, Image pitcher Patrick Corbin at a December news conference with Rizzo after they cut a deal to bring Corbin to Washington. Credit Pablo Martinez Monsiváis, Associated Press. It was the second time Rizzo had done this, Suzuki added, mentioning Max Scherzer, who received a 7-year, $210 million deal with the Nationals in January 2015. 16 months later, the team extended starter Steven Strasburg's contract by 7 years and $175 million. The Nationals hoped to pay outfielder Bryce Harper even more, and it was widely reported that they offered him a 10-year, $300 million deal at the end of the 2018 season. Harper, on the verge of free agency, decided to explore his market value. The Nationals pulled the offer and moved on quickly. By the end of December, they had added Corbin and Hannibal Sanchez to the rotation, Kyle Barraclough and Trevor Rosenthal to the bullpen, and Suzuki and Yan Gomes as catchers. Second baseman Brian Dozier signed on Jan. 13. In an off-season of inertia for many teams, the Nationals have sprinted to spring training. I kind of feel like we're the only organization that's doing that, said Scherzer, an outspoken critic of teams that do not try to win. It's great to play for an organization where ownership, front office and management identified what they wanted to change and then went out and did it. That's what you want to play for. Harper, like shortstop Manny Machado, was expected to command a record contract on the open market. A 6-time All-Star, Harper helped lead Washington to 4 division titles and won the National League's Most Valuable Player award in 2015. Rizzo, 58, played 3 seasons as a minor league infielder and spent decades as a scout. He appreciates the rarity of major league talent, and said it was important to treat these guys with respect and dignity. To that end, he made sure to put a value on Harper and give him a chance to stay. But he would not let Harper's free agency handcuff the team's plans. "We made it clear to him he was loved here and we wanted him to stay here," Rizzo said. "We felt that since he's our player, we have this window to figure out if we can get a deal done. But we also had to put an expiration date on it, because how do you do other business if you don't have an expiration date on that offer? That doesn't mean that we can't circle back and do something another time, including now, but we felt that Harp was our primary goal, and we had a strategy and a plan put together to make him a good, fair offer," Rizzo continued. "But we felt that the expiration date on that was as important, because once free agency started, we had to be able to go out and look at other avenues with the mindset that we could always circle back if we had to." Photographs of Harper still line the hallway outside the Nationals clubhouse in West Palm Beach, but to get him through the door, both sides will need to be creative. The Nationals are the only team with 3 contracts worth at least $140 million that all extend beyond 2020, including Corbin's, the only true bonanza of baseball's bewildering, endless winter. "It was a perfect storm of situations where it all worked out," Corbin said. "We were ready, we thought it was a good fit for us here and wanted to get it done, and I think they did as well. It worked out for both sides. I guess that's how a good deal works." A version of this article appears in print on page D5 of the New York edition with the headline, "Amid Free Agent Freeze, Corbin kept the hot stove lit." Order reprints today's paper. Subscribe.